So a lot of questions about washing, water, all of those things. We do have a washer dryer on the boat, so we use these. These are called dip sheets, which I quite like the name of them. These ones are scented. They're called fresh linen, but also I like them because they're so compact and small, and these are both 60 washes. So you've got your fabric conditioner and then you've got your laundry detergent sheets there. So that's what we use. So you just, they're actually double this size. So one of these is a fabric conditioner, one of them is a washing detergent. I'm only doing a small load, so they're actually like serrated, so you can just rip them. So that's what we use. Again, because they're eco-friendly, but also space-saving. You haven't got a big box of powder and a big box of fabric conditioner. So they go in the drum first to start off with. Did I say they're eco-friendly? So these are eco-friendly and vegan and cruelty-free. And then for the stain remover, I've got this, which I know I've put a little bit on already because you're meant to leave it for 10 minutes. But it's got like a little brush, just squidge it out, so, and just rub it in, and that's it. So I think these are, it's a grease stain from a barbecue that we had. So, and that's it. So they all go in, and then everything else I just slap on and put it in the washing machine. So yeah, I think it is quite amusing because people are baffled by how we live on the boat. I get a lot of questions about, well, how do you get your water? How do you do that? Obviously we're in a marina, so we're able to fill up. I'd say we probably get 2 loads of washing, 2 lots of showers, and then daily living for 2 days if we're doing the washing, because the washing machine does use a lot of water. So we will need to, you know, top up when we're doing this. Our washing basket is a collapsible one. We keep it under our bed, is what they call a crossover bed. So there is a gap underneath where we slide this under, and it goes in absolutely fine. So washing is all in. Give that a close. I'm just going to put it on an eco wash. I always make sure everything's on a 1400 spin because it comes out drier. Put the temperature down to 30, and then that's going to be 2 hours 49, but it won't necessarily be that long because it weighs it first. But you can see this is also a dryer, which we don't use that often, because especially now, because we can just hang it outside, which I'll add a picture of our washing line as well. So that's that started. We have this tiller pin washing line, so we bought this at the Quick Boat Show, so it's absolutely great. I do worry that stuff's going to fall in the canal, but so far, touch wood, it's been alright. So as I mentioned, we use this for stain removing, this for general washing, which goes in the cupboard over here. But I've not found like I suppose a whitening, like a bleaching, or because obviously it's going to be eco-friendly. What does everyone else use with regards to that? Because I do have Nancy Birtwhistle's books, which are great, but again, it's about storing things. So I don't want like big massive containers where I have to make things, because I already make our polish, general cleaners, air freshener, and I use little glass bottles, and I've written the recipe on there, so that's nice and easy, and everything's in lockers on the stern. Same with all our showering stuff, all of that's eco-friendly. But yeah, any hints or tips on how to get your whites white that is going to be okay, because all of that grey waste from the washing machine goes straight into the canal. So if you've got any hints or tips on how to get, because I love these, but because I do wear makeup and I'm a bit of a lazy cow, that I'll rip it off and then I realise I've got makeup all around the neck, and I'm like, really need to learn not to do that. But it's not just makeup, sometimes it is your sweat, it's just your, you know, general dirt, I suppose. That sounds so grim, doesn't it? I don't mean for it to sound grim. But yeah, any tips on getting the stains out, because at the moment I use that e-cover, but if you've got any other tips on how to get whites white that's eco-friendly, yeah, please let me know. So I'm hoping that's answered everybody's questions that are curious about the washing machine and our water. Like I say, we fill up the tank and it lasts us a few days. With the washing machine, we have run out of water before, and it just throws up an error code. So it just basically pauses until we fill up the tank. We turn off the water pump, fill it up, turn back on the water pump, and then it just does its own thing. It carries on, but we don't really want to be running out of water. But yeah, if you've got any other further questions, then please feel free to write them in the comments.